Welcome back to the Pirelli World Challenge at Barber Motorsports Park, presented by Recaro. You know, we've seen a lot of success from Cadillac in this series over the years. Our perspective, it's easy. Great drivers and great cars. But how about from the team's perspective?
There's a few things that add up to the success of Cadillac racing, and one of the biggest ones is continuity. We strive very hard to have continuity amongst the team members, continuity in the processes that we use. All the different engineers that are on the program use the same software, the same simulation tools, the same modeling tools, anything like that. They all have the same basic tool to work with, and that creates continuity.
I think the consistency of the people and obviously the abilities of those engineers and mechanics, there's just a whole fluid dynamic in the team that makes it successful, and over a long period of time it just gets better and better.
We only have one guy on our crew that has not been here all 3 years, and that's a big part. They learn to work together, they learn each other's habits, they learn to support each other, they get a job that they're best suited to. All those things go together to make a complete team.
Well, great drivers, of course, play a big role, but so does great management.
Absolutely. Steve Cole's so much experience, a great stabilizing influence over that whole group.
Oh boy, Johnny O'Connell in his mirror is nothing but Mancuso. Chris Outzen in the iTrack Zone Mustang having a great spin, able to drive off, and that's huge here. He got away with one. This track can sometimes, as we've talked about, get you in that gravel. Anthony Lazzaro, once he went to the front, he has just been able to check out, Cal.
Yeah, he just put a setup on that car that was going to come to him. He had to battle through those first 2 or 3 laps, but right now he's in a league of his own. And I'll tell you what, Cadillac, Johnny O'Connell, he's feeling the heat from the second of those red Ferraris. Mancuso has recovered, and he is really putting the pressure on right now. As you see him come on at this front straightaway, he has good straightaway speed. He's side by side here with O'Connell down into the brake zone. Who's going to make it stick?
Well, again, this is a corner. If you can stay on the outside and you get help, and he does. Boy, what a nice move by O'Connell. While that was unfolding, we hope you noticed the white flag flew. We are on our last lap, so Mancuso knows this is it. This is my shot. He is hounding O'Connell.
Down into the Motul brake zone. Can he do anything? Johnny hugs the middle of the road. Mancuso flicks back to the inside, takes it in deep. Johnny O'Connell.
Too deep.
Wow, O'Connell rebounds the over and under. He gets back underneath him. Tracks him out, but gives him some racing room. They touch a little bit.
Boy, do you think that was O'Connell teaching that young guy a little lesson, taking him in just a little too deep?
Wow, O'Connell's using every ounce of his experience right now to try and hang on to this second place finish.
And you know that Ferrari, that balance on that car is very, very strong right now. And O'Connell, even with that caution at this stage in that heavier Cadillac, the tires are stressed. He is hanging on every ounce of all of those years of experience, Le Mans 24-hour wins and the like, coming into play right now to try and hang on.
Both these guys are loving it though, Greg. Mancuso, he loves duking it out with these guns who have been here a long time, and Johnny O, he just loves a battle any time of the day.
Meanwhile, Anthony Lazzaro in that Pirelli Motorsports Ferrari of Ontario 458 Italia GT3 out of turn 17, and he picks up his first World Challenge win. But look at this battle for second.
Coming up, it's going to be O'Connell. He hangs on. What a great drive by Johnny O. I tell you what, he didn't expect to finish on the podium here today. Great run.
Meanwhile, Mark Wilkins, after that little give and go by Janssen and Baldwin, has gone to the lead, and if he can hang on these last couple of corners, a second straight win for these Kinetic and Kia Motors America Kia Optima Turbos, Cal.
Yeah, Janssen took the win at Long Beach, and Wilkins has taken advantage of that contretemps there between Baldwin and Janssen to hang on for the win. Great job.
Brings it home, and of course you can see the margin again, part of that due to all of that getting together out there. And here's Jack Roush Jr. He's going to bring it home in second, his best finish after a pole at Long Beach, as Anthony Lazzaro turns it into victory circle. Lazzaro over O'Connell and Mancuso, that great battle. Sofronis, his best result of the season. Pilgrim fifth, then Skeen Bergmeister, his best result of the season, and second GTA driver Tim Pappas.
Yeah, that was a great battle throughout this whole GT field. Palmer there, you see him a lap down, having cut down a tire. He had to come up pit lane. He's got to try and rebound tomorrow.
And in the GTS category, Wilkins gets the win. Roush Jr., as we said, his best finish. Baldwin rebounds for third, but that car's got damage on it. Another long evening for the crew, maybe.
Yeah, that is, but he had a great lap, and the lap times from this race will actually set up the grid for tomorrow, so he should be in good shape for the second round here.
That's a very good point. That is important. Those lap times absolutely crucial. But up at the very top, it was Anthony Lazzaro winning overall and in GT, and he is with the third member of our broadcast team, Jeff Lepper.
So Anthony Lazzaro, our Ferry Motorsports, racing with Ferrari, podium at Long Beach. You put it together for a win today.
Yeah, in the short time this team's been around, you know, me and Rainbow talked a year ago about this thing about him owning his own team and how quickly it came together. This guy right here put together the best people in the business. I mean, the guys that we have on our team are fantastic. Finally had a really good car in the race. You know, we've been learning, haven't really done any testing, and it came true today, you know. That's what pays off.
Let's take a look at our Cadillac CTSV move of the race. Johnny O'Connell's move into second.
Well, Johnny Red doesn't need to be asked twice. He saw an opening and made it stick.
And neither did Mark Wilkins. He made a move when he had an opportunity, wins in GTS. He's with Jeff.
Mark Wilkins, Kia Motors America, third place at Long Beach. Redemption for you here.
Yeah, it feels great. I mean, this is just great for Kia, right by their headquarters. You know, it's just awesome. Got a lot of people down from the plant, and couldn't have a better result for them today. Thanks to Kinetic for preparing a great car. Been working so hard, you know, braking, handling, just getting this car really dialed in, and worked really well here at on the sweeping road course here at Barber.
Let's take a look at our Sunoco Hard Charger, and it goes to Tony Buffamonte, who moved up a whopping 8 spots from the start of the race to the finish of the race in the overall order. Congratulations to Tony, a really superb talent to be sure. And our Kia turning point has to be this moment for Marcello Hahn because it created the caution that brought the field together, and Cal allowed those caddies to cool off some tires.
It did, allowed the caddies to cool off some tires, and it also was a turning point in the GTS race. Remember Johnson trying to make that move on Baldwin on that restart.
Motul Fast Laps, Palmer in GT, Baldwin in GTS. That's important. Why? Well, because it's the Motul Fast Laps, but also because it establishes our pole qualifiers for round 4. That coverage coming up next. We're not done yet, folks. Today's coverage of the Pirelli World Challenge is being brought to you by Audi, Truth in Engineering. Visit AudiUSA.com or schedule a test drive today. By Chevrolet, find new roads. And by the Bob Bondurant School of High Performance Driving, internationally recognized as the leading authority in driver training for 46 years.